Hello, my name is Hope Phoenix, and I'm a sales engineer with Clients First Business Solutions. And I want to talk to you about what's new in reporting for Dynamics 365 for Finance and Operations Enterprise Edition, which I'm going to start calling D365E for short. D365E offers 5 reporting tools. And if you'll take a look at the graph on the screen, you'll see that 3 of those tools are actually targeted to have power users write them. The first of these is the Excel integration, which allows data management and analysis. There's been improvements in this in the D365 release. And probably the most exciting is the embedded Power BI reports. We'll spend a lot of time looking at these today. And last but not least is financial reports, which are formerly known as Management Reporter. And there have been improvements here as well. The other 2 tools for developers are Embedded Analytics and SSRS, which stands for SQL Service Reporting Services. There have been enhancements in D365 to SSRS in the form of modern reports, which we'll take a look at. Now, I'm a firm believer, since life is short, that we should start with dessert. So we're going to start with Power BI. Power BI is a very powerful tool, and D365 comes with a number of rich workspaces that have embedded Power BI reports, and they're highly visual, interactive, and allow users to see cause and effect, as well as perform simple what-if operations. And note, no Power BI licenses are needed to access the embedded reports, but if you want to create your own reports, then you would need a Power BI license. Now let's go take a look. We're going to start by taking a look at the CFO Overview workspace. First up is the Financial Overview page, which shows KPIs at the top for current ratio, working capital, gross margin, debt to total assets, cost of goods sold, as well as the EBT. We also have a chart of revenue, expenses, cash flow, and the trial balance. Power BI reports are interactive, so you can open up the filter screen and you can see here that we can choose our date range as well as the organizations that we would like to include in the charts. I've added a company and you can see the reflection immediately in the revenue, expenses, trial balance, and cash flow. Now we'll move over to the revenue and expense insights, and we'll see that we can visually see revenue and expenses by region, as well as expenses by category and revenue expenses by date. You'll notice that as I click on Texas, that the other KPIs change and reflect Texas as well. I can open up and drill down into Texas and actually see the cities and the expense amounts related to those cities. Pretty cool, huh? Now we'll just quickly look through Subledger Insights. I'll open up the top 10 products by revenue. Now we'll take a look at the top 10 customers by revenue, as well as customer age balances. Note, you can also see balance by bank account and purchases for the month here. Now we'll switch over to the trial balance, the balance sheet. We're going to drill down on the balance sheet and take a look at what makes up the cash line. See how easy that is? Now we'll move to income statement by region, income statement actual versus budget, income statement with variances, 12-month trend income statement, expenses, 3-year trend. And I think you'll agree that this gives a CFO a great overview of the entire operation. Now we're going to hop over to the Cash Overview All Companies workspace and take a look at the balance by company. Notice as I move around, I can see the exact balance. Now we'll open up and look at today's actual versus forecasted balance in the bank account currency. And we'll open the forecast of inflows and outflows in the system currency, as well as the forecasted currency balances. Again, notice how interactive these Power BI reports are. Now we'll hop over to the cash flow forecast, where we can see the forecast details, the daily forecast summary. We can look at the currency forecast and again see details and summaries, and our bank balances. Note, all of these Power BI reports are standard out of the box with D365E. Now let's take a look at the fixed asset management. First, I'm going to show you how to add a Power BI report to your workspace. See, we opened up the tile catalog, and you can scroll through just like you're shopping. And when you find what you're looking for, you just can select it. As we'll do with this fixed asset overview. And hit OK. And then boom, it's added to your workspace. Now we'll take a look at the analytics for all companies. These are the built-in Power BIs. And you'll see that we can see a graph of the net book value, the fixed by fixed asset group. Acquisition values. And then we have our fixed asset details. And again, you'll notice there's the filter pane on the right, so you can do filtering there. We'll take a look at the valuations map, which will actually let us see where our assets are located visually by looking at the map. Next, we'll take a look at ledger, budgets, and forecast at the analytics, and we'll see that we can see expenses and revenue, actual to budget information. And now we'll move over to project management. Take a look at the analytics. First, we'll see how many projects are in the created state, how many are estimated, and how many are in process. I've opened up the Earned Management report that allows you to see the percentage of work complete, the actual billable hour ratio, as well as the cost performance index. Next, we'll look at the actual revenue by customer. And the budget gross margin by project. Now we'll move to the cost sheet where we can see actual versus budget by month, year, category, and transaction type. Next, we'll take a look at revenue, which shows us actual revenue by month, by postal code, by category, as well as by customer industry. And lastly, we'll move to the hours page, which will allow us to analyze actual versus budgeted billable hours, as well as ratios based on billable hours by projects and billable hours by resource. Moving right along, we're going to go into some HR functionality, starting with the benefits workspace. We'll go into analytics, where on the benefits enrollment overview page, we can see how many are enrolled in the 401k, what are the 5 most enrolled plans, what are the 5 least enrolled plans, enrollment by employee group, and selected benefit plan options. Next, we'll move over to the employee benefits page, which allows you to filter by benefit plan. So if you choose cell phone on the right, it's going to show you the employees that have cell phones. Or if you choose company car or parking, it's going to show you the employees that have those benefits. Next up is compensation management. And here at Compensation Overview, we can see average pay for hourly employees, average pay for salaried employees, the highest salary, the lowest salary, the highest hourly pay, the lowest hourly pay, employees per compensation plan, average pay for salaried employees by function, full-time versus part-time positions, as well as the average pay for hourly employees by function per company. Next up is compensation analysis, where we can see hourly and salaried employees by company, male and female employees by compensation plan, total employees by compensation plan, as well as employee compensation based on action by department. Next, we have position pay analysis, which shows us things like the highest salary, the lowest salary, highest hourly pay, lowest hourly pay, full and part-time positions. And the last page is compensation plan analysis, which allows you to analyze your compensation plans by employee type and pay frequency. D365E also allows you to analyze your recruitment efforts with the Recruitment Management Workspace. In the Recruitment Overview, you can see the number of applicants, the number of recruitment projects, the new hire ratio, average days to hire, percentage of bad hires, cost related to recruitment, the sources of the recruitment, male to female applicants by age group, and applicants by recruitment project. The application analysis page allows you to further analyze applicants by things such as education level. The application status page allows you to analyze what applicants are in what stage of the application process. You're also able to view detailed information about the applicants on this screen. And the recruiting analysis page allows you to further analyze recruiting efforts with things such as new hire ratio and how many applicants you have per job opening. Now that we've had a chance to look at all of the Power Embedded BIs that are included in workspaces in D365, I'm going to take you over to powerbi.com, and we're going to take a look at and just run through all of the Power BI reports that are available in D365. Some do not come embedded in a workspace, but you are allowed or able to put them in yourself, as we saw earlier. So here we are at powerbi.com, and I'm going to start running you through actual versus budget, compensation and benefit analysis. Some of these we've seen, competency and development. These are for employees. Cost control by fiscal period. This is our financial overview. Credit and collections management. Again, financial overview information, fixed asset valuations, project management, KPIs. Here's a production performance KPI, purchase by product, Power BI, recruiting project analysis, a little different than we just saw. Sales and profitability performance, training analysis, and vendor payment analysis overview. Whew, I think you'll agree that's a lot of business intelligence right out of the box. And please keep in mind that you can modify or tweak these reports to make them work specifically for you, and you're able with Power BI license to create your own reports, and you can actually combine data from other areas with data that's included in your ERP D365E. Now let's spend a little time discussing the Excel integration. Microsoft has greatly enhanced the Excel integration feature in D365V. It's available in more places and it's easy to use. And the Open in Excel function, which we're going to take a look at, will generate an Excel template together with the add-in. It allows you to edit, insert, and possibly even delete records using Excel. Note, any reports that are created in Excel can also have their data refreshed, so they're not static reports. Let's go take a look. We're going to go to All Customers, and you'll see up in the blue bar up at the top we have an Open in Microsoft Office, which gives us an Open in Excel option, which we're going to choose. We're going to choose to download. We want to open, and you'll see that Excel starts to open. And as it does, you'll also see the add-in come into play on the right-hand side. Then our data comes in. And notice that we have the ability to do new, add new records, refresh, publish back into AX, filter, and design. Now, how easy is that? Now I'd like to spend a little time with you on financial reports. Again, this was formerly Management Reporter, which evolved from FRX, a tool I've always heard that was written by accountants for accountants. With D365, you can now format your report to contain line numbers so you can easily identify report rows and statutory formats. You can choose financial reporting, financial dimensions, and attributes that you want in the general ledger. This prevents unnecessary information from showing on your report if it's not critical to financial reporting. You can print read-only, presentation-ready financial reports to PDF. And you can view additional details and versions of the financial report with the report list enhancement. We'll take a look at that today. You can view translated financial data by any currency in the system simply by choosing the currency in the report. Again, we'll look at that too. You can make it easy to see the generated date and time on report headers and footers with the new auto text option. And there are 22 predefined reports available right out of the box. I think you'll like what you see. Let's go take a look. Okay, we're going to go to Financial Reports, which I have saved to Favorites, but you can also access under the General Ledger module. You'll notice on the left-hand side, we can see the 22 out-of-the-box reports. And on the right-hand side, you'll see that we can see when these reports were printed and by whom. And you don't have to regenerate them. You can view them at that date and time. You can also generate a new report if you wish. We'll scroll through some of the options up at the top, like what to show, zoom, and here's where we can change currency. We're going to change this from US dollars to British pounds or sterling. And there you see, the report's now printed in that currency. How easy was that? If you want to edit a report, then then the system will take you outside into the editor. It asks you to re-sign in again to double check your security. Don't want anybody changing reports unless they have the rights to. And you'll see that Management Reporter still has the same look and feel that it always has, and it allows you to build the different building blocks like row definitions and column definitions and reuse them. Management Reporter is a very powerful tool. A new set of developer tools have been released with D365E for SSRS reporting. It's a template called a modern report template that allows for flexible branding in the header and footer of public-facing documents. Let's take a look at an example. The modern report on the right sure beats the legacy report on the left. Don't you agree? Thank you so much for your time, and I hope that you found the reporting tools and reports offered by D365E as exciting as we do. D365E is truly a comprehensive and very exciting product.